Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into these meat and potatoes, make sure that you click the link in the pinned comment the section and grab your Hurt Seasons hat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the print champs for making these available for pre-order. Each hat that's pre-ordered, when you get your hat in the mail, it's gonna come with a thank you card from the print champs and a free gift from me. You know what I'm saying? All in the same box. You know what I'm saying? We shipping out before the draft, so go ahead and get your pre-orders in now, man. Listen, man. Howie Roseman and the restructures, they're happening at an alarming rate. Listen, this team just not going to look the same next year, man. It's going to be different, man. It's going to be different. And the sad thing about it being different is this, that we don't get to see, you know what I'm saying? We don't get to see turnover of how these guys would have performed under a different defensive coordinator. So, breaking news just happened. The New England Patriots have signed the Green Goblin, Jalen Mills. The crowd here, I could never imagine Jalen Mills playing for anybody else. But you know what I'm saying? It was, it was kind of up and down. You know what I'm saying? He did have some seasons to where he appeared to be getting beat like an African drummer on the outside. But you know what I mean? He did some good for us, man. And I think the Patriots, listen, if there's one team that's going to be able to evaluate talent, it's the New England Patriots, man. It's the Patriots. If the Patriots felt like giving this dude a 4-year deal, that lets me know that we should have been in a better situation and in a better place to try to bring this dude back under a new regime. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're going to see an instance where a lot of teams are going to take our garbage and turn it into gold. But we're going to see, man, though. Shout out to the Green Goblin, man. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed you while you was here. You helped bring that Super Bowl to the city. No matter if anybody want to give you your credit or not, because you was the guy guarding Julio Jones on that do-or-die play that could have got us out of the playoffs, man. So shout out to you, man. And you put in work in a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You're a Super Bowl champion going to another franchise that's, that's just laid the groundwork for multiple Super Bowls in our era. So shout out to you, and I wish you well, man. Brandon Graham, we restructured. We're doing a lot of things to get under the cap situation, and you just gotta be thankful for the work that Howie Roseman is doing, man, because it's hard to get these type of things situated in a small amount of time. It's time for us to start making some splashes in free agency, man. Maybe this is the year to where, we can go after some guys and get some things done. We looking at the cornerback from the Chargers. I'm sorry, I think he's a safety from the Chargers. So that makes sense. Now that we was looking at that safety from the Chargers, you know what I'm saying? And Jalen Mills' departure, it makes sense. It's like these guys know some things before it's reported. Because I wanted Jalen Mills to stay because Rodney McLeod is just uncertain. It's uncertain how that's going to end up with Rodney McLeod. You know what I mean? Coming off an injury and us also needing cornerbacks as well. And Jalen Mills can play either or role. So you know what I'm saying? We got to start looking at defensive backs in this draft now. I mean, the turnover is just crazy, man. So now the pressure is really on the Philadelphia Eagles to, get something done with Zach Ertz rather sooner than later because we need that pick. We need that pick. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to see that our coaches are using their influence, though. Jacoby Brissett, you know what I'm saying? They're talking about bringing him in. I heard some things about Marlon Mack. I've been hearing a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, that pertains to, ex-Colts players possibly being Philadelphia Eagles during this free agency period. And, it's just a wait-and-see thing right now, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a wait-and-see thing right now. But a cornerback definitely has to be on the menu with this breaking news of you losing Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? It's a free agency. It was a high possibility anyway, but a cornerback has to be on this menu. And this has to be a cornerback that can really complement Darius Slay. So kudos to the front office for not trading Darius Slay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of uneducated football fans are going to tell you Slay was getting cooked last year. But for a guy that was playing a lot of man-to-man and a lot of just no safety over-the-top help, Slay actually held it down. So now he's going to come into a whole different system to where the technique isn't going to call for much. And I expect to see big things out of Slay, whoever's going to be playing opposite to Darius Slay. So I'm excited for that. Another thing that, we got to keep an eye on this as well, that this could be a contract year for Miles Sanders. You know what I'm saying? A contract year for Miles Sanders means that, maybe Sirianni and these guys use Miles Sanders the way he should have been used last year. You know what I mean? Because if Jalen Hurts is struggling and we continue to throw the ball 40 times with a struggling guy, You know what I'm saying? That's just bad. That's bad. You just can't do that. Carson Wentz was struggling, and we refused to feed Miles Sanders. Let's get out of the notion and out of the mindset that he's too small. He's bigger than Aaron Jones. He's bigger than Christian McCaffrey. These dudes are able to tote the rock at an alarming rate. Give Miles Sanders the opportunity to show you guys that he is a true running back one who could tote the ball 23 to 25 times a game. That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? That will take some of the pressure off of the defense, and that will set up play action. That will help the chains that will help the chains continuing to be moved. You know what I'm saying? And the Philadelphia Eagles got to understand that this is a year where we got to get back to the basics of football, back to running the ball. If it's a 4th and 2 punt, unless the game on the line, let's not do the silly stuff that we was doing last year. And I think a lot of the philosophy and a lot of the, a lot of things are going to change. New players, no more Green Goblin out there. You know what I'm saying? A whole different secondary. I feel like it's going to be a whole different secondary, a whole different linebacking group, and I feel like that we're going to utilize our pass rush a little different this year too to just get better. We're going to be much better defensively, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? And the departure of Jalen Mills is not going to solidify us being better, because I would have liked to bring Jalen Mills back for reasons that I already explained. But at the end of the day, man, I'm happy that somebody sees the potential in him that I see in him. He just got a deal. You can't be mad at that, man. He got, you know what I'm saying? He's able to play football for another team, and he just got a deal. So he's just so if Bill Belichick thinks something of him, then you know what I'm saying? We gotta wait and see, right? You know what I mean? It's just like that. But at the end of the day, man, with the restructuring of Brandon Graham, Javon Hargrave, countless others, man, I think we will have some wiggle room in free agency, and I think that we have to use free agency smart. Free agency shouldn't be used, really, in my opinion, for cornerbacks. I think those are guys you can get out of the draft. But for a running back, free agency is just prime, because these running backs have a shelf life. You want a running back who you know can run the ball. You don't want to be guessing on a guy that's going to complement Miles Sanders. When I look at a running back that we should sign to a one-year deal, I look at a guy like Adrian Peterson. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of one-year deals, it's going to be a lot of superstars on one-year deals playing for a bigger contract next season when the salary cap goes up a little higher, once this football kicks off, once the season kicks off and the pandemic starts to come to an end near the end of the summer. You know what I'm saying? The salary cap numbers will fluctuate back up for next off season, and you can see dudes start, submitting a nice strong game plan this year on one-year deals, betting on themselves to be able to hit organizations over the head for big contracts. So you know what I mean? Shout out to Jalen Mills, shout out to Brandon Graham for restructuring, and shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles for doing their job and making sure they stay under the cap. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I may drop another video this afternoon, and don't forget, man, go get your Jalen Hurts season hat, you know what I'm saying, while supplies last. Is available for pre-order right now. Listen, if you pre-order right now, nobody's going to tell you that the merchandise is not available. You will get your merchandise. So pre-order right now, get your free gift from me, you know what I'm saying, and bring in this sunny weather in with style, man, with the Jalen Hurts snapback. Let me know what y'all think in the comments too, man.